Fire Quills Hedgehogs here, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to make a CNC cage. This is a 2x2 stacked cage. So your end product's going to end up looking like this. I use twist ties to hold the front. And right here in the front, this keeps the litter from falling out. And then it holds the litter bowl up. Water bottle, litter bowl. Somebody's digging in the litter like crazy. And yes, that's an airplane propeller next to my wall. Alright, so your first step is going to be to construct this cage. Now, you can go to Home Depot, and they have these blue cube shelving units that you can buy and have delivered to the store. See, they have the 12 by 12 inch, I think they're 13 by 13, or they're bigger than 12 by 12, but the 12 by 12 inch squares, and then they have the half ones that are like 6 by 12. You're going to go and get some corrugated plastic, which comes in huge sheets, and you're going to trim it after you build your cage and zip tie the whole thing together. Oh, I should show that. Okay. You want to zip tie every point that they connect, because otherwise you could have this whole thing like wiggle apart, and that would be horrible. Okay, so get your corrugated plastic, measure the inside, and cut a square. We'll come over to this side. Then after you put the bottom in, you're going to cut the strips, the side strips, and then I just did that one, so I'm not going to set it in there, but I use clear silicone calk from the bathroom section to calk all the edges. So all the edges, edge around there, edge up the side, bottom, all the way around, so that keeps the litter from falling out. After you get this part done, I stick the front part of the cage on, which I've done here, and of course zip tie it into place. Once you do that, you're going to do a couple things. I don't want to pull that piece out, it's drying. Well, no, we can do that. Okay, I had that in there to push the back of it up a little bit. You're going to put your front piece in, trim it, get it caulked in there. The next step is to do that front little litter barrier, which was this thing. So it goes from there to there, and then see how I just have it on top of that? Now you don't want to have it flush right here, you want there to be a ledge, because when you push your door closed, you want it to have a place to sit so that litter can't fall out. And the last step, your final part of building this cage is going to be to make the door. Now you take these squares, which are from the cube shelving, the wire ones. You're going to have to cut here. You can use all kinds of things. I happen to have a Saber Saw. It's a two-person job, and you need to be very familiar with power tools before you try cutting those. So I had my husband do it because I didn't want to lose any fingers. So after you do that, you cut the little notches out. You're going to cut a panel that goes in front of the door, and it's going to have little rounded spots so that when you close it, it will go around. And then to attach the door, you're just going to do some loose zip ties. Don't make them tight or else you won't be able to open it. And then front open cages. I love my front open cages because I don't have to pull an entire bin out to get a hedgehog out. Now these cages are small, so you either got two really petite hedgehogs in here or one fatty like Miss Cajun, who is living here now, is shortly going to be moving to a new forever pet home. See, here's our buckets, which you can fit 3 smaller females in, but again, I mean, that's up high, and I gotta pull it out and put it on the floor, and that equine pine bedding gets pretty darn heavy, so front open cages all the way.